Rightio, now joining me now is Karen Degen. Love this time every fortnight with you, Karen. I think everyone in the studio and just the viewers' comments are that you just give us a little bit of wisdom and a tool to take away. Are you finding that?
I get lots of comments from people as well that say they've watched it and they've really enjoyed it and they've told someone else. And I had one lady told me she shared something that she'd seen on me on CTV with her sister, and her sister used that tool and was like, wow, this is amazing.
It's what it is, isn't it? And that you're dead right. I think that's it, is you're passing on the knowledge to other people, not keeping it as a secret, but sharing the secret of how to move forward. Yeah. Okay, today we're talking about being on the right path, or getting on the right path and staying there.
Yeah, you know, Andrea, when people feel discontent in their lives, or their jobs or their relationships, it's for one of two reasons. And if you don't pick which is the right reason, you could actually make changes or not make changes that actually make you even more discontent. So it's important to have clarity about that. And the two reasons are, firstly, there could be some emotions or beliefs that you need freedom from, and you won't be able to be happy until you have. And I'll give you an example of that in a moment. And the other reason is, it's the universe's way of saying you're no longer on the path that's best for you.
Right.
So to help you understand the difference, because they are really quite different, let me give you an example of someone who came to me very discontent. She used to love her job, used to be really happy, have a lot of passion and enthusiasm for it, and it was all gone and she really just didn't even want to be there anymore. Now what I found was she actually had some resentment towards one of her managers and some resentment about some of the structure in the company. And when I freed her from that resentment, all of her passion and enthusiasm was back. She was like so motivated to go to work, to promote her business, and it was fantastic. She was happy again. And so really it wasn't that she was on the wrong path, she was on the right path. She just had to clear that resentment.
That's great advice though, because a lot of people go, oh well, then you're obviously over that job, so you need to move on. That's
possibly, but not necessarily.
Yeah. Great. And what would be the other way then? Another example of?
Well, like usually, often it is the opposite, that people come to me because they're dissatisfied, and we'll stick on the job situation for now. And really it's life's way. And when I say the universe, we can replace that word with in a knowing, your soul, God, you know, this is, when I say the universe, it sort of means that knowing we have that something needs to change. And so when we are discontent, it could be the universe's way of saying, you're not on the best path anymore and something has to change. But often people, even when they recognise that, which sometimes they don't, they still can't change because we've got beliefs in the way. I'll give you an example of that. One of my clients felt discontent with the business she'd been in for many years. We talked about her doing less or even retiring, and she's like, I can't do that. This is my identity. This is who I am. Who would I be if I didn't have this? So they're beliefs that we have to change before she can be on the path that's right for her.
So what are the stumbling blocks that people find when you're obviously sitting them down and having a conversation with them? What are these blocks that are stopping from you?
They're nearly always beliefs in the subconscious mind. A belief such as, for example, I have to be working all of the time, working really, really hard, and so the thought that they can do something that they might enjoy and perhaps work less hard at doesn't fit with their belief systems. It's not a good belief, it's a limiting belief.
Isn't that interesting? So that whole thing about, if I'm enjoying what I'm doing, then obviously I'm not working hard enough.
That could be a belief that some people could have.
That's amazing. So apart from coming along to you, obviously that's probably the first step, isn't it, really, to have a conversation and to help us? Because especially around winter, do you find, Karen, that people are a bit in the funk?
Yes.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not
different.
happy. I'm not feeling good about myself. I want something different. But maybe they should really peel back the layers and actually look at themselves first.
You know, you're exactly right, and before we can understand whether we do in fact need something different, perhaps we just need to change our beliefs and thoughts about the situation we're in. We can't always change our situation or our life, but we can change our thoughts and feelings. Like I used to hate winter. This is silly, but I used to hate winter. I feel the cold, and so I used to get down every winter. But what's the point in that? I've just changed my thoughts and my beliefs about it, and I find the joy in winter, and I find that I can be happy despite the cold, And so that I don't need to change my situation, I just need to change my thoughts about it.
Exactly, and you can rock that amazing leather jacket that you've got on now in winter. You couldn't do that in summer, could you?
No.
Okay, just quickly, what will we going to talk about in a couple of weeks' time when you're with me next?
Well, there's actually some shocking facts that prove that the impact that your thoughts and your emotions have on your health and the illnesses you experience. And so we're going to talk about that and some of the research behind it, and it can even affect you right down to the level of your DNA. Just your thoughts and feelings can affect your DNA.
Thanks, Karen. Sounds like a lot like mind over matter.